because I want you to comprehend.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Tonight, a good one on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Washington Commanders and the San Francisco 49ers on Monday Night Primetime. This is fielded inside the 5. And he will be stopped at the 25-yard line, so that's where this opening drive of the game will begin. Starts with a pass. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Still going. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way.
Touchdown, Washington.
75 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Prater, extra point is good. And the Commanders will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Davis now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
He'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
Mike, I'm not sure that there is a player in the NFL who is more important to their offensive success than Christian McCaffrey. I mean, you talk about do it all. I mean, from a pure running standpoint, he's as good as it gets. Over 100 catches, the sheer volume of snaps, the sheer volume of touches. I mean, it is just hard to replicate and really describe what a career Christian McCaffrey has had.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Tim Settle with the tackle.
Gain of a yard on the play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Purdy works out of the pistol. And this one incomplete. On 3rd down, they cannot connect.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now it's the Arizona product that is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. Krosky-Merritt to run again. And he'll have a Commanders 1st down. As he gets it up past the 30, he'll mark him at the 32.
32-yard line.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it is back to Krosky-Merritt. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 41, it's 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. His pass, punt. It's Chigokonkwo. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, Washington. In motion, Okonkwo. Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Open right side is Okonkwo. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. On the ground, they'll go with Rashad White, the back out of Arizona State. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Off the RPO, this one to McLaurin. The Commanders are going to have 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 7.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. And I don't think it's going to be his last.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line. 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the board. And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
They were stopped on second down, now 3rd and goal from the 1. Koski, Merritt, and no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. 4th and goal. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This about as short as you can get. Prater's kick is good. And the Commanders will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Very conservative football right there. I mean, kick a field goal with 4th and inches. Tell you what, I'm one of these offensive linemen or the quarterback. I'm coming off the sideline saying, Coach, come on, man, like, give us a little faith. Let us have an opportunity to score touchdowns if we want to win games.
16-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 1. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now the pitch comes to McCaffrey. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
This throw left side, caught by Kittle. Down the sideline. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Here's Williams on the return. Now a hit, and he lost the football. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah, and on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last two plays could not have gone any better. And then on the other sideline, they couldn't have gone any worse.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers are on top. It's 14-10.
The score, Niners 14, Commanders 10.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Williams. And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Shooting for Terry McLaurin that time. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now. Daniel. Short one there to Okonkwo. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
That is hard. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
The return is Ricky Pearsall. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. That is caught downfield by Pearsall. First time they've worked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half. And just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. This is intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Ohio State. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd
From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. They'll throw with Daniels. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
And Krusty Merritt is in for the score. Touchdown for the Commanders. Prater on to attempt the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
49ers 14.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Frankie Louvu. He gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Here's Corliss Waitman now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This one heads directly out of bounds. The market just on the other side of midfield. A run to begin the drive, and it's Krosky Merritt. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Looks like he bounced up okay after that hit. He does deliver the 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. Moving to his right. He's going to run it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
And the Washington 1st down.
Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. The Niners use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock, 24 seconds to go until halftime. 2 set of downs, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now. Like, he just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. A quick slant on the money to McLaurin. And And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Number 17.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. That's to Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. The Commanders going to send out their field goal unit. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He elects to go down to the ground and give himself up.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. Here's Purdy. Oh, a loose football. But fortunately, one of his teammates able to get on it, and the Niners retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Third down. Purdy. Short one there. Caught by Kittle. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. The 49ers out to punt this one. Here's Lane. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Krosky-Merritt. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. The motion man here is McClure. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the first round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
Davis now to return it. get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. It was the rookie out of Ohio State in on the stop.
A gain of 2.
Second down, 8 yards to go. That is caught out wide on the RPO. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
To throw on first down is Purdy. Whoa! He's still on his feet.
We're seeing a lot of this around the league, Mike, as defenses continue to adjust to controlling for explosive plays. They're playing with a lot of depth. They're saying, we're not going to let you throw the ball over our head. So that's why these guys are such weapons. It can be short throw, long run. Just because you don't try to throw it a million yards doesn't mean you can't have explosive plays in the passing game.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's caught downfield by Diggs. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Big gain of 27 yards. What a way to open the drive. A run out of the gun. Krowski Merritt. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
7-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
So, from the 37, here's second and 8. Man in motion, it's Diggs. Daniels to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Nick Bosa in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. Third and long. And here's Daniels. That's to Krowski Merritt. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. Veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Purdy works out of the pistol. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on 4th down. What a stand. On the give, Krosky Merritt. And he's going to be corralled right at the line of scrimmage. That is good work defensively. They hold him to no gain.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Oh, and a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
8 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
And they will not run another play. That'll do it. The end of the 3rd. Now a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Hit as he throws. That one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good 3rd down stop, and it sets up 4th down.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Result of the play.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Purdy now on 2nd down. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
7 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Purdy. That is caught, and he will score. Game on. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, 49ers. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the handoff, it's Krosky Merritt. He's inside the 30. And he will score. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, touchdown Washington. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grasp. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. On the return, here comes Davis. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive is starting.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle on the right side. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. In trouble, and down he goes. Odafe Owe, his 2nd sack tonight. Number 5 for him now on the year.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
That's caught by McCaffrey. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Flush to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the 1st.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Here's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. Run over center, that's Krosky Merritt. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Right back to Krosky-Merritt. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. Moving outside the pocket. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will have the Commanders' 1st down. Able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Washington.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. Up the middle, Krosky-Merritt, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They've got the lead. They're in control. In no hurry to snap this. And they'll take the clock down to the 2-minute warning. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Krosky-Merritt to run again. And he's into the end zone yet again. Krosky-Merritt, touchdown Washington. 3 touchdowns for him, numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. Prater's extra point is good. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Prater set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That's over the middle to Kittle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
The 49er.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Crush, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
The coverage by Sonny
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And some good blocking, springing him. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. Backs to the end zone, intercepted. Picked off by Trey Amos.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. The motion man here is McLaurin. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Now a pass deep for McLaurin. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
Daniels pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd
From
and
the
2.
shotgun, it's Purdy. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, Nick, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Amos on the coverage.
They'll throw again with Purdy. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So a win here on the road for the Commanders. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.
Diamond shining on my grill like a flashlight. If you watching me, you wrong. Need to get your cash right. No, little boy, you grown. You get caught, you get life. And if it's gas, catch you slipping, you get high price to go viral for that Instagram. Car beam, take your life in an instant, man. Round Swiss cheese, mama, whole residence. And you right here riding in the hood like the president. Need to repent, cause you bounce to get dealt with. Little cousin gang, and man, he felt it. 50 guys, 50, you gon' need some help quick. Not breaking bread with your brothers, very selfish.
Yeah. The game ain't the same, man. These streets ain't got no rules now. Head on a swivel, gotta watch the way you move around. Trusting all this, you done sent out your load. Now you face down on the floor. She done got you. Hope you learn that everything that glitters ain't gold.
Keep it on your